Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to episode 99 of Friday Sews. All right, so Friday Sews is all about having a chat with all of you about what we've been doing in our sewing room over the course of the week, what we've got planned for next week, and a little bit about life. So I've been down here a lot over the last week or so. I have managed to finish one thing, and that is my project for the Think Pink box. So last month's box, I guess it would be, the February box. So I have finished a garment, I've filmed a video, and it is now in Marianne's capable hands for editing, and it's going to come out on the channel on Tuesday next week. And I'm very excited about what I made, and I cannot wait for the video to go up. So that is what I got up to this week in terms of sewing. 2 videos went up on the channel this past week. So on Sunday, my collaboration with Carol, where we tried to make a Big 4 pattern fit us properly. I'm not going to say it was a big fail for me, because in the end, I think I got an okay looking t-shirt, except for the bust darts that I just, they were way too long and they were giving me Madonna boobs. Not a great look, but yeah, I thought it was a fun exercise to do, to be honest, trying to make a full bust adjustment for a pattern that basically was designed for a B cup, and I'm definitely not a B cup. So in the end, it fit my bust, which was great, with no drag lines. So I am definitely not going to be using Big 4 patterns for knit garments, because I have a ton of patterns designed for big busts that fit me really, really well for knit patterns. I'm not saying no to a Big 4, Big 5 pattern for a woven garment if I don't have it in my pattern stash, or if I can't find that specific style of garment from Cashmerette, let's say, or Itch to Stitch, or even Love Notions, who all do bust cup sizes really, really well. So anyway, it was a fun video to make, and yeah, Carol and I had a few really good chats over the course of our collaboration, so that was great. So that was the video on Sunday. And then Tuesday this week, I had my Sew Frugal video come out, and again, I had so much fun making. I made 2 sets of what I thought were going to be PJs for Marianne, and in the end, one of the tops she's actually wearing as a work top, and it's, yeah, she's just so adorable in it. I was very, very happy. So that's what's been happening around here this week. In terms of plans, well, yeah, plans. So Sloper School started this week. So that's the Sloper School by Cashmerette that I signed up for as an all-access member of the Cashmerette Club. So this week we took our measurements, we looked at the pattern for the Sloper. I cut my first version of the Sloper, and now I just have to sew it real quick because I need to have sewn it for next class, which is Monday. So it was, week 1 was really, really interesting. She had a bunch of videos on taking your measurements, reading the size chart, deciding what size to make. I usually just follow, that's not true. So after I take my measurements, I usually plug them into the Cashmerette calculator that they have on their website, and that tells you which pattern size to start from if you're making one of their patterns. It typically tells me to start from a 16 GH, but I have found that a 16, the shoulders are just way too tight. So is the upper back is really too tight, and up here there's a little bit of drag lines, and so the 16 I'm finding is a tiny bit too small. So I usually start with an 18 GH. I grade out to a 20. The size calculator tells me to go down to an 18, which I typically don't do when I'm making a top. But for this sloper, which is a dress with a fitted skirt, I did grade back down to 18, and I'm curious to see if I'm gonna get a better fit by doing that. So starting at an 18, grading out to a 20, and back down to an 18. Also, my collaboration with Janine from Janine Sews is coming out on the channel on Sunday, and we made cashmerette pants. And I don't want to spoil it, but I did not get the fit right, and I think it was a combination of the size I went with and the fabric choices. I think had I graded from a 20 waist to an 18 hips, the pants would have fit me better. So I'm really following the instructions in Sloper School, like to the letter, going through every single step, hoping I'm gonna really have a successful sloper in the end that I can then use to hack into other things or compare patterns to. So anywho, that was a lot of fun, but it took me way longer than I thought it would to get through week 1. So watching all the videos, then taking all my measurements, then cutting out the pattern, and now sewing it up. Like, sewing it up is not going to take too long, but there's a lot of marking you need to do on your muslin fabric. So you need to mark your balance lines at the bust, waist, and hips. Then you need to mark your grain line. Then you need to mark all of your seam allowances. Anywho, I need, for next week, I think I need to allow more time to work through all of my Sloper School and assignments. I'm also hoping to work on another garment next week once my sloper is made. And I'm thinking the assignment for next week might not be, yeah, I don't know. But I'm hoping I'm going to have some time to do something else, because I really want to make myself a white shirt for this spring and probably for the summer as well. You might remember from, it must have been last August, maybe August or September, in the Think Pink box, we got a gorgeous white cotton fabric. Oh boy, this is really blown out. Can you see? Yeah, the stripes. So this is really, really nice cotton that we got in the box. And my friend Christine from Christine Sews a Lot really wasn't sure she'd be able to use this fabric. So she offered a trade. So she sent me this fabric, her 2.5 meters, in exchange for me making her a mug rug. So I made her the mug rug and she sent me the fabric. So now I had about 3/4 to a meter left from my box, and I have Christine's 2.5 meters. So quite a bit to work with. And I'm going to make myself a Vernon shirt with this, and I'm really hoping I'm able to make it next week. I'm going to do view B, I think it is. So it's got a wider collar and it's got really nice lantern sleeves. I haven't made that view yet, so I've made 2 Vernons so far, and I've always made view A, and now I want to make view B in this gorgeous cotton, because I think the lantern sleeves will really, like, the volume in them is really gonna be visible in a cotton, because the cotton has a little more body. So I'm super excited about this and really hoping I can get my Sloper School assignments done early so that I can make my shirt. And those are the only plans I'm making for next week. I'm going to have my spring, no, not really my spring plans, but what I did this week is The Everyday Style Spring Capsule Guide came out. I had a good look at it. I watched Jennifer's video, and then I went shopping in my closet and decided what pieces I would need to add to my closet to make a nice spring going into summer capsule, really. So I identified a few pieces I'm going to make, but I'm going to spread them out over the next 3 months. So April, May, and June. Because I told you last week I really wanted to start slowing down a little bit and just, yeah, not go, go, go all of the time. So I'm going to be looking at putting together my plans for April very soon. But over and above what I want to make for April, I really want that white shirt. So all that to say, I want a white shirt for the spring. What else has been going on? In terms of sewing, that's pretty much it. So lots of plans, some school assignments, and lots of videos coming your way. Just a very quick update on my spending ban over the weekdays. So another great week I've had, like really good week. The only money I spent this week besides like food was a dentist appointment. So I had my annual cleaning, and yeah, that's it. That's the only money I spent. Last weekend, however, after filming my Friday sew, so the weekend that followed that, I went a little bit crazy and bought a ton of fabric. Well, a ton for me. I don't think I've ever spent this much money in one shot on fabric. But everything I need for my spring capsule has now been ordered, and I just have to wait for it to get here. So I ordered some knits from the Fabric Snob. I ordered a few wovens from Core Fabrics, and I ordered a couple of things from Minerva. Everything is on its way already, and I'm going to share all of that with you when I share my plans for each month over the next 3 months. I also purchased actual garments, like ready-to-wear stuff. Well, one thing, I bought myself another pair of Levi's jeans, so boot-cut jeans. You might remember over Vlogmas, I ordered myself a pair of jeans off Amazon, and they fit me perfectly. So they had the exact same one, so Levi's 501 red tabs in a light wash, which would be perfect for spring, summer. So I ordered myself a pair of those, and I ordered one pattern. So I ordered myself the Stylark Raff knit top. Now I first came across this pattern watching one of Carol's videos, actually, so from So Carol. And I can't remember if, yeah, I think she had purchased the pattern. And when I saw it, I'm like, oh my goodness, that is such a beautiful, beautiful pattern. So it's a kind of polo neck with a collar and a V. It's got no buttons though, no closures. Short sleeves, obviously made for knits. And I thought that would fit perfectly with my spring, summer capsules. So yeah, so lots of fabric, one pattern, and a pair of jeans, all bought or ordered in one day. So yeah, that was my Saturday, but nothing since. So the rest of the week I was really, really good, which was the goal, to spend all my money on the weekends so that I was more aware of the amount of money I was spending, instead of spending, you know, 20 here, 40 there, that kind of thing all over the week. So another successful week money-wise. In terms of life, I don't have much to update you on, except that, like I said last week, things are incredibly busy, and I am starting to feel the pressure like down here in my sewing room, and I really don't want to feel that pressure. So I had a good look at my plans for April, May, and June, And then also thinking about, you know, the summer house is going to be open soon, which means I won't be able to sew on the weekend. Plus everything I've got going work-wise. I'm going to stop putting out videos on Sundays for the next probably 6 months, with the exception of our Quilt As You Go quilt along videos. So those are going to continue to come out every third Sunday. That's going to continue up into probably August or September. I can't remember exactly when it stops. But other than those videos, I am not going to push myself to put out 3 videos a week. It's just, right now, it's just too much. And I anticipate that once I can't sew on the weekends anymore, I'm just not going to have anything to share with you worth, you know, 3 videos in 1 week. So the collaboration I have with Janine that's coming out this coming Sunday is going to be my last non-quilt along video coming out on the channel, probably until September-ish. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure you all understand this is not my day job, so yeah, so that's the life update. One thing I wanted to mention, I didn't know for sure it was going to happen this week, but it did. I reached 3,000 subscribers on the channel this week, and I am so excited. And to celebrate, I thought I would start a new feature on my Friday Sews, similar to what a lot of people are doing, and basically highlight or share a small YouTube channel that I am really enjoying. So this week, I'd like to highlight Erin from Erin Sews. So I discovered Erin a few months ago now. She only started her channel about 9 months ago, but she's already got like close to 100 videos up on her channel. She participates in Friday Sews. She sews for herself. She sews for her little girl. She also sews for her husband once in a while. She lives in the US, in the south of the US. And yeah, she just has such an amazing personality. I love her style of vlogging. She is funny. She sews mostly big 4, big 5 patterns, but she has been known to make an indie pattern once in a while. So definitely go and check out Erin. I'm going to link to her channel below. She just reached 1,000 subscribers not very long ago. So if you don't know Erin, jump over there and subscribe and tell her I sent you. Now, if you have a small channel that you would love for me to talk about or mention or go and check out, and then maybe mention during one of my Friday Sews videos, please be sure to leave those in the comments below. I absolutely love discovering new YouTube channels. I mean, YouTube has turned into my television, to be honest. When I'm down here and I'm sewing or cutting fabric or crafting, I love to have YouTube videos playing in the background. I just love it. So any channel that you want to recommend for me, definitely leave them in the comments below. All right, so I think that's going to do it for me this week. I hope you've had an amazing week, and I hope you have a great, great weekend and get some sewing in. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching the video. Please give it a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.